It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years. And our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. Ready to get this game started. Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And we're underway in Caesars Superdome. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Got a man over the middle. Complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Back now, pressure on its way. That's complete to Kamara. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. Kamara running out of the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Rattler. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throw is caught by the back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. On 4th down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Grupe. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive, the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Raheem Blackshear now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. First carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Young on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Pass complete to Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st down, here comes Brooks. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 14. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. We're through 1/4 of this opening weekend of football. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They've been moving it well, but face a 3rd down here. Shotgun snap now to Young. Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Young. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
On 3rd down, it's Young. He's on the move. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. The tip definitely broke up that throw. And now they're staring at 4th and long. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 29. Flush down now to his left. That one is caught left side of the field. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 35 out of that one. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. Looking to throw, Rattler. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Running right, it's Kamara. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. And the fumble recovery is made.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become 2, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a 2nd quarter lead. Late groupie to try the extra point. And he shanked that one to the right. It is no good. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Brooks. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Young working from the gun. They'll get this out right side, complete. And they bring him down around the 34. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. It's a gain of 8, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now Young. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get a late score and tie it before the half. Well, no doubt about it, Brock. That was a route they worked on in practice, and it manifested in a touchdown with the downs counted here.
And no doubt about it, Kate, you grew up watching and celebrating Jerry Rice running that exact route, didn't you?
Yes, sir. You know it. You know it.
He was so good at it. Every receiver could do it some of the time, but Jerry and the best of them, they do it all the time, just like that one right there.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Rattler setting to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dane Jackson with the pick. And the Panthers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. 2nd and long. They didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have 2 choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play conservative, try to get to a manageable 3rd down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem? Well, this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for them. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Gets this to Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing is Rattler. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Rattler back to throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Gets everything he has under this. He makes the catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face second down. Still sticking with the passing game. He's throwing deep to the left. He's got it inside the 10. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints get some late points and the lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. His return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on the short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top.
And the Saints came marching home and they dropped him. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. That's complete. Here's Brooks. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Young to throw. Has a man. It's Brooks. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Tyrann Mathieu.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. That brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report. As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Starting from the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hands off here for Brooks. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 31. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. Brooks on the counter. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. That is Lewis Seen. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. Well, we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock, but how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
And he won't be able to reach the end zone, so their first 2-point try of the afternoon comes up empty. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Barely makes that landing zone, fielded at the 20. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. Running once more with Brooks. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight was giving them a chance to stall things out on third and short.
Brooks has got the first down and more. And he's taken down just in time at the 2. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Here's Brooks. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers shrinking the lead some in the third. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, first and 10. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up second and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
They give on second to Kamara. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right, they love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Play action on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. He's trying to push the field. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Rattler. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds. Called at a booming 56 yards in the end. And it's going to be Panthers football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young connects with Hubbard. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. Still motoring past the 30. The 50. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it to the end zone. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Pressure off left, and it's blocked! Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick. Now, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a pickup of 11. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air here on 2nd and 10. He's taken down. The Panthers rush gets home. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, he's not going to be happy the catch was almost made, but he's going to be thrilled that he broke it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Let that other guy know he just roughed him up and lost a big catch.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And they're going to take over possession. Ball at the 33 for first down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's a tie ball game through 3. We'll see which side separates here in the 4th. Second down now, 7 to go. Hubbard again. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
On third down, it's Young. That's incomplete, and that's going to bring it up fourth down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Fields this at the 19. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Saints will get set to take over. Drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Rattler to the air now. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Running left. This is Kamara. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 47. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jordan Fuller comes up with it. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So as it tends to do, roughing the passer comes at the worst time possible for this defense. That interception goes away.
Yeah, and that is such a lonely place as you finally hit the quarterback, but you look next to you, you see the penalty flag, and you know right away. And then to see your buddy on the other end get a pick nullified, that's a lose-lose situation.
Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. Running it after the penalty. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Rattler. incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up second down.
Well, this will actively age a coach on the sidelines. Wrinkles and gray hair, all of it. All the planning, a great play, and careful execution led to that. And it was dropped to the turf.
Here's Rattler. And the Panthers are there to bring him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 4th and long. Here's an important kick now for Blake Grupe. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Returning it from the 4. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Young on 1st and 10. He's going to get this complete to his running back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Here's Young on 1st and 10. And they pick him off again. Off to the races, middle of the field. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Defense getting in on the front row with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. So when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. After seeing his point after blocks, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. And that return heads out of bounds. Job well done. It's close to that enemy 35-yard line. First down, ball at the 36. Young back to it after the pick. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
He'll get this one to Brooks. He has room past the 25. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Colson Adebo's got it. The 30. He's at the 10. And he makes the house call. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Over the middle, caught. Complete pass. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get it back to within 2 possessions. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they have prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
That one splits the uprights. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. The Panthers say they have it, and the refs agree. Panther football. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Young working from the gun. Thielen's got it, complete.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he'll go down. The Saints make the play. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Panthers got to score in a hurry. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Shotgun snap now to Young. Forced out to his right. And he's encouraged out of bounds behind the line. That's going to go down as a sack.
You know, Kate, that's one of those situations where the game just, I think, speeds up on the QB a little bit. He doesn't flip it out of bounds before he goes out. It's going to end up as a sack on the stat sheet for the defense, and they earned it with effort, chasing him all the way to the sidelines.
They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The 4th down stand.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
He put everything he had into this. He makes the catch. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Try and push it deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get it back to within 2 possessions. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They give to Kamara, left side. And he couldn't do a whole lot there. Minimal yardage picked up to the 27. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They'll run here following the penalty. And he found some running room for a nice gain. He gets them half of what they needed, so after a 7-yard gain, it's 3rd and 7. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Rattler back to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now a 4th down, staring right at him. Punting unit out now. And they could really use a good one here. Ooh, and this is a worm burner. He didn't hit this one well. And he'll signal the fair catch. Brings this one in comfortably right at the midfield stripe. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Panthers working with a short field as they take over. Now to throw. And the Saints came marching home, and they dropped it. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Looking to throw it. Wide open downfield, connection made. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there. I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage of this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Here he is to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. So it's a win for the Saints.